Wow, that was an incredible opening. I loved the countdown because it reminded me of a rocket launch. After all, we are here tonight to propel R.O.C. to even greater heights. It's an incredible organization that has done so many things for young people throughout San Francisco, but especially in the Visitation Valley. And we know that there are great years still ahead with your support. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm David Louie, your MC from ABC 7 News, but I'm also part of the R.O.C. family. I've been part of the honorary board for a number of years. I think it's been about 10 years, and I've been around even longer than that because I first met Executive Director Kurt Yagi years ago when I was doing a story about his remarkable leadership and how he is so committed to helping young people at R.O.C. That's why we're all here tonight. Whether you're a R.O.C. family, you're an alum, perhaps maybe you're new to the organization, or maybe you're a longtime supporter. And I know there are a lot of them joining us tonight. We know you want to support R.O.C. and you want to learn more about the organization and hear some of the success stories. Well, you'll get all of that and much more tonight. You know, I want to make sure that you know that there are lots of surprises in store tonight. You never know when somebody special is going to drop in and say hello. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. We also have legendary Bay Area personality Renel Brooks-Moon here. Yes, she'll be doing a special interview you won't want to miss. And keep your eyes open for others as well.
Excuse me, David?
What's that? Is someone there?
Yes, I'm here.
Wow, it's my ABC 7 News colleague, Daetz.
Thank you so much for letting me pop by. Hi, everyone. I'm Daetz from ABC 7 News. I just wanted to congratulate R.O.C. on 26 years. That is incredible. Your work is so valuable to Viz Valley, and I can't thank you enough. So let's celebrate your 26th anniversary, and here's to many more years. Bye, everyone.
Thanks so much for joining us, Amma. It's always great to see you, and you really are adding a lot to our evening. Well, as I was starting to say, Kurt Yagi really has impressed me with his leadership skills and his vision in keeping R.O.C. relevant and to expand services to keep up with the times, even with the challenges of COVID-19 and economic turmoil. I understand there's someone else who wants to join us right now. It looks like a very special guest. Why, it's Gabe Kapler, manager of the San Francisco Giants.
Hey everyone, this is Gabe Kapler with the Giants, and I apologize for the interruption, but I wanted to recognize the amazing work R.O.C. has been doing to keep San Francisco kids healthy and safe. And even during this crazy pandemic, R.O.C. is getting it done in the community. So this is a heartfelt thank you to R.O.C. and especially to all of you volunteers and donors working to serve Bay Area youth. So happy 26th anniversary and many, many more. Take care.
Well, thank you, Gabe Kapler. Having your support means a great deal to everyone at R.O.C. Now, didn't we say that we're going to have some very special guests tonight? And that's only the beginning, so you've got to stay tuned. You'll never know who's going to drop by next. Now, back to the program. Kurt Yagi has been executive director at R.O.C. for over 17 years, and his dedication to R.O.C. goes back even further. He started off as a volunteer 22 years ago. Yes, 22 years. Talk about commitment. Well, along with a very hardworking and supportive board, R.O.C. has grown in stature and meeting the challenges of guiding young people because of Kurt's exceptional leadership. He has a way of inspiring young people to aspire to great things, and he certainly knows how to attract and retain an amazing staff. We call him our R.O.C. at R.O.C., Kurt Yagi.
Thanks, David. I appreciate you not only for helping out as our MC for the evening, but for your long-term service as an honorary board member for R.O.C.K. You've been such a good supporter and friend over the years. Thanks again. And thanks to all of you out there who are joining us this evening. And it's good to see some of your selfie profiles out there. Keep them coming. We'll post the link and post all the pictures later. These are interesting times, to say the least, and I'm thankful that we can still host this long-standing event despite being in a pandemic. And I just can't wait for this to be in person again one day. With this being virtual, there are some positives, I will say. We're able to accommodate so many more of you, including those from across the country and maybe across the world. We are able to have a lot of these celebrity guests pop in from time to time. They'll continue to drop by, and I'm excited to see who's coming up next. And I'm able to involve my kids who are serving as my lighting crew, as you can see. My journey began 22 years ago while I was in the corporate sector, and I just randomly started volunteering with this organization called R.O.C.K. And over the course of 5 years, I became so engaged with the work that I changed careers and became executive director back in 2003. That was 17 years ago. It's a long time. So with over 2 decades of R.O.C.K. experience under my belt, I'm so fortunate to see so many of our children blossom into successful young adults. For us, it's all about providing consistent social and emotional support with caring adults who come from similar backgrounds as them. It's about exposing our young people to new experiences and new ideas. It's about giving our students hope and love and a belief in themselves. As a result, our alumni, our college grads, they have good jobs, they volunteer, they work for us, and they even donate in some cases. And it's always amazing to see that. Most importantly, they're healthy and safe and have the tools necessary to navigate this crazy world they're born in. And I think it's, it goes to show our work is more important and more relevant than ever. I'm proud to see the likes of Anthony, who spoke at last year's event, who overcame negative circumstances in his youth to becoming a proud father of 2 with a successful career as a master plumber in San Francisco. And we have his video posted online on our website, be sure to check that out. I love seeing Christina, who overcame a lack of confidence and shyness to being a PhD candidate in neuroscience at UC Berkeley, something I would never personally explore, but amazing. I have so many stories like this of the long-term impact R.O.C.K. has on the lives of our children. That's really what R.O.C.K's about. That's what this is all about. Thanks again for joining us to celebrate R.O.C.'s 26-year anniversary. Can you believe that? It's amazing. You're in for a treat as we share stories of our staff, our volunteers, our alumni. I hope you get to walk away inspired, because just like I get to be inspired every single day. Grab a glass, raise it up as we celebrate 26 years. Cheers.
Oh, you are so right, Kurt. There are many great success stories among the alums of R.O.C.K. And I'm glad you mentioned Anthony, because he inspired me a great deal when R.O.C.K. gathered atop the Salesforce Tower in the Ohana Room last year for our celebration. And I hope that we can gather like that again sometime in the future when this whole pandemic is over. By the way, there must be some hip hop and R&B fans among us. And if there are, then you know who our next special guests are. They're the morning team at 106 KMEL.
What's going on? It's your girl, Sana G from KMEL, y'all.
What's that? DC is chilling?
You're playing by the G-Biz.
Sorry to interrupt, but we just want to show some love to the R.O.C.K. Real options for city kids, man. Much love and happy 26th anniversary.
26 years y'all been working with these folks out here in the fine city of San Francisco, so we got to big you up.
My man Kurt Yagi, executive director over there, is doing a fantastic job, and this is exactly what Visitation Valley needs. Congratulations,
Yes.
26 years, baby.
Do the thing.
Thank you to all the supporters. Y'all enjoy.
Well, thanks, Sana G and friends. By the way, did you know that G-Biz was an employee at R.O.C.K. in a prior life? That's pretty amazing. Well, we all know what a challenging year this has been because of the pandemic. We've had to shelter in place, we've had to wear face masks and socially distance. And because of that, R.O.C.K. had to solve a big problem: how to reinvent its summer program for the kids and keep them safe. Well, the R.O.C.K. staff came up with a solution. And here to tell you what they did, here's Gina Patterson, R.O.C.'s Director of Programs.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, San Francisco schools were forced to close on March 16th. Because R.O.C.K. is embedded in all public schools in Visitation Valley, we were forced to shut down our programs as well. With so much uncertainty in an ever-changing environment, we knew that we didn't want to leave our staff without paychecks. For the first 3 weeks, we were able to pay 100% of our staff their normal salaries while our executive management team got a handle on how we would move forward. During this time, we created 3 strategic priorities to ground us in our decision-making process. To provide our community with meaningful activities and support. To take care of our staff both at the managerial and line levels. To ensure R.O.C. as an organization is in good health heading into future years. By staying true to these priorities, we were able to pivot our program offering to provide the highest level of value given our resources. We continue to address basic and essential needs through distributing healthy meals to families, and conducting wellness checks to ensure our students and families are connected to the right resources. We have transitioned to virtual activities to support distance learning by offering teacher assistance during school Zoom calls, one-on-one and group literacy interventions, and enrichment and recreation activities. We even have a community hub, an in-person learning center to provide additional support to those students who are falling behind academically. We are dedicated to helping our community through this pandemic and know when we return to normalcy, our families will once again thrive.
Well, there you have proof that R.O.C. really can pivot and reinvent a program that is so essential to keep young people engaged during the summer. So congratulations to R.O.C. and its incredible team for doing that. Well, who doesn't love sports? It's important for our physical and our mental health, and it's an important part of R.O.C. It brings out our competitive spirit, and it builds teamwork. And if you follow Bay Area sports, then you know our next special guest, and he knows R.O.C.
Hi, this is Damon Bruce from 95.7 The Game. I met Kurt years ago, and he has been working with kids and R.O.C. for a real long time, doing great work for all the kids in Viz Valley who now more than ever need their help. Thanks for all you guys do. You are fantastic. Keep going in 2020, 2021, and beyond.
It's really great to hear from you, Damon, and thanks for your support of R.O.C. Well, we are doing something really exciting to help support R.O.C. tonight. It's an online auction, and it's live right now, and it's running through Friday. So please be sure to bid. The link is on our campaign page. So what kind of great items do we have? Well, how about 2 round-trip tickets on Alaska Airlines with no restrictions and no blackouts? There's lunch with Bay Area legend Renel Brooks-Moon, voice of the Giants. Now that's going to be a lot of fun. There's also a Tahoe vacation home, a signed Warriors jersey, cooking lessons, and much more. So please get in the spirit and help to support R.O.C. Well, you know what a remarkable staff we have at R.O.C., and we'd like to introduce you to one of them, Kenia Tucker, who's our site coordinator at Visitation Valley Middle School. What makes her special is that she was born and raised in Viz Valley, and she certainly understands the struggle our kids go through. Kenia is here to share her story.
Hi, my name is Kenia Tucker, and I am the R.O.C. Middle School Site Coordinator at Visitation Valley Middle School. I've been the site coordinator for about 3 years now. I started off at R.O.C. as a tutor some years ago, right out of grad school, and eventually became the tech coordinator and then the site coordinator. So I've been a part of R.O.C. for a long time. I love the work that I'm doing. I feel that I'm making genuine connections with our kids here. I grew up in Sunnydale throughout my childhood from about the ages of 2 to about 11. And I know what it's like for, the kids in our community. I grew up, with the same traumas, gunshots and gang violence. Our apartment was, roach infested and just not up to, the quality of life you would want any child to live in. And so I knew that, coming out of school, I always wanted to come back and serve my community and be a role model for kids to let them know that, you can come from this community and still achieve great things and be successful and be fulfilled in your job or whatever goals you want to achieve. I really got to grow up here at R.O.C.K, and I appreciate all the opportunities that I've been given. R.O.C.K has, provided kids with great opportunities like, bike riding, hiking, surfing, incredible mentors, fun activities, and just things that, they normally wouldn't think to experience in their everyday lives at home, in Sunnydale or in the Visitation Valley area. So I'm really proud of the work that I'm doing. I'm happy to be serving my community, and I'm just so proud of R.O.C.K in 26 years.
That's very special, Kania. Thanks for sharing your perspective. You have a unique bond with the kids because of your common roots in Vis Valley. Well, let's take a moment to do a shout out to another R.O.C staff member, Haley Walker, our marketing and development coordinator. Now, she's responsible for coordinating this event, and she's currently behind the scenes pushing all the buttons and running the show. And she certainly has kept everything running smoothly tonight. Thanks a lot, Haley. Oh, and I understand there's another VIP who wants to jump in and say hi. She's super busy these days running the city and keeping a close eye on managing the pandemic, handling public safety, budgets, and all the other details that make San Francisco the great place it is. And she is a true R.O.C fan. You must know who she is.
Hi, everyone. It's Mayor London Breed. Sorry to interrupt the program, but I want to wish Real Options for Kids a very happy 26th anniversary. Keep up the great work, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you so much, Mayor Breed, for taking time out to join us tonight. And thank you for all that you're doing to keep San Francisco the world-class city that it is. And we know that your heart is with everyone at R.O.C. Well, R.O.C is so fortunate to have so many friends and supporters in the business community. One standout is a genius in the hospitality and hotel industry. He built a chain of well-known and successful boutique hotels. He's been a generous R.O.C donor, and he's here tonight with a special greeting. It's the one and only Chip Conley.
Good evening, David. Thank you so much. I am sorry that I'm not there with you. I'm coming to you from afar, but let me just say I love R.O.C, and I really appreciate Kurt's leadership of R.O.C. I've had the honor of being involved with the organization now for a very long time, as a donor, as an advisor, as a mentor occasionally to Kurt. And what I appreciate about R.O.C is it's more than words, it's deeds, and it's actions and results. This is an organization that has had a profound impact on so many kids in a neighborhood that often is forgotten in San Francisco. So all I can say is I'm a huge supporter. I have seen the results of R.O.C.'s work over a very long period of time. And just keep rocking it, Kurt and team. You've done great things. I've met a lot of your kids. I've seen them move into their young adulthood because of the leadership you've given them. And I continue to support you. Wish I could be there. Wish we could all be together. But thank you so much.
Chip, you are amazing. Thank you so much for your support, and we really appreciate all you have done for R.O.C. And by the way, R.O.C continues to benefit from his counsel. He's on the honorary board. Over the years, I've had a wonderful opportunity, a special opportunity to meet a lot of R.O.C staff. And one of them happens to be also a R.O.C alum who has come back to the organization to help serve the community. His name is Faufia, and I'd like to introduce you to him right now.
Thanks, David. My name is Faufia. I hope everyone is having a good time this evening. I'm 22 years old. I am not only a R.O.C alumni, but also a current R.O.C staff as well. I grew up and still live in the Sunnydale Projects, a community filled with gang violence and drug abuse. When I was 10 years old, I remember walking down Sunnydale to go visit my cousins. It was only supposed to take like a 5-minute walk. As I was coming near Towerside territory, a rival gang to Sunnydale, some older kids, probably like teenagers, older than me at that time, they came to me. They questioned me and gave me a hard time about where I lived and where I was going and where I was doing in their area. I felt unwelcome, but eventually I got to pass through. From then on, I just try to take probably a longer way or go around the main road because that's where all the trouble is. So you try to avoid the trouble when you walk towards the tower side coming from Sunnydale. This intimidation combined with the routine gunshots I often heard throughout the neighborhood made it for a challenging childhood in which I always had to be on the defensive side. With that state of mind, it was difficult to let go, to grow, and most importantly, to become a kid. When you're young at that age, you don't usually see things like this. You don't usually hear certain sounds when you're a child, so it was kind of weird. But R.O.C.K was one place where I can go and just feel safe and experience new things with adults that were role models to me. I started attending when I was 9 years old and participated in the homework help and all kinds of sports. And I even got to go whitewater rafting for the first time. R.O.C.K taught me that there was more out there than my immediate surroundings and showed me that there was more for me to do in life. So on the end note, I just want to say thank you, R.O.C.K, for so many life lessons and for a job that I enjoy giving me support to thrive through this challenging world. Shout out to R.O.C K. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Valfia, for sharing your thoughts and for being part of the R.O.C family, both as an alum as well as a staff member. Well, we are thrilled to have a true legend joining us tonight. Renel Brooks-Moon is her full name, but we all know her best as Renel, longtime radio personality and the voice of the San Francisco Giants, starting back in 2000. Her unique style, voice, and energy can fill a room and an entire stadium. And Renel is here tonight to do the honor of interviewing a very special young lady, a R.O.C alumna, who has a great success story to share with us. Renel, you are on.
Thank you so much, David. It's so great to see you. And hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be a part of the 26th annual anniversary celebration for R.O.C, which, by the way, I didn't even know about R.O.C. I've been a San Franciscan for 20 years now since I got hired by the Giants, but I live right next door in the Portola district. So I'm thrilled to be a part of this celebration tonight. I'm even more thrilled to be able to have a conversation with our superstar R.O.C alum, the beautiful young Miss Babette. Hi, baby girl.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for interviewing me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to have this chance to get to know you and talk to you a bit about your life experience and your experience with R.O.C. And so let's just take it from the top. Just talk to me before we get to how you got to R.O.C about your life experiences as a little girl growing up in Viz Valley and the adversity and the challenges that you may have faced.
So growing up in Viz Valley, it's your typical living in the projects. There's gang violence, there's death. It wasn't the safest neighborhood. Every day the streets were plagued with gunshots, sirens, police officers swarming down the streets. Just growing up in the area wasn't the happiest place for me, but in the end you seem to just make it work because that's all you seem to know.
Right, I understand that completely. Do you mind sharing, I know, and I'm so sorry for your loss, I know that you lost your brother. Do you mind sharing that story and the impact that it had on you?
Yeah, so my brother, it seemed as though everybody in the community knew my brother. Everyone respected my brother. He was someone that people would see me and be like, oh, you're G-Force's little sister. You look exactly like him. And I would be like, thank you. I don't really know who he is, but thank you for acknowledging that I look exactly like him. So in 2004, December, I was walking to the store with my mom and I think I had seen him. We were walking towards him and I was like, well, he looks exactly like me. And then my mom said hello and then he said hello. My mom was like, that's your brother. And my whole world just stopped. it was the first time that I finally seen him, the first time that I was coming face to face with this person that everyone knew except for me. And it was just a general hi, a hug, a hello, and then we left. And then 3 days later, my mom told me that,
It's okay. It's okay.
My mom told me that he had passed away. He was murdered. And it was just 3 days that I had finally got to meet him. And he was the only thing that was connecting me to my father's side of the family. And that was the first day, that was my first heartbreak by another man. I was sad because my brother was taken away before I even got a chance to know him or acknowledge him or digest that I had finally met him for the first time. It just blew my whole world away.
I'm so sorry, honey. I didn't realize that you had never met him before and that it only happened like 3 days after you had met. That. And how old were you, can I ask, at that time?
I believe I was like 7 years old.
Yeah, you were just a baby girl. I can understand. Well, I can't really, but I can only imagine how it would have rocked your little world. So how did you make your way through that tragedy? Did R.O.C.K help you with that, or how did you find your way to R.O.C.K?
So there's this fun story that my mom always likes to tell me. She told me I always was an easy child and never really cried that much. I was obedient and I always listened. But the weird thing was that I didn't really talk. For the first 5 to 7 years of my life, I was a mute kid. I would talk to the kids at school, but not really much. But when it came to adults, the most I ever said was please and thank you and you're welcome. And then it wasn't until elementary school when I opened up into the shell and when I found R.O.C.K. There was a soccer program and there was a poetry program. The poetry program helped me a lot. That was the place where I finally found my voice. I was able to use words to communicate things that I was never able to communicate before. And then there was soccer. It became my favorite sport. I was a kid with a ton of energy. It was the best thing in the world to me. My favorite thing. We would go to soccer games when we have practices and everything. And it was just really nice to know that there were adults in this world who cared about my well-being, and just to have this feeling of a family away from home, a family in the community, it really opened me up and took me out of my shell and really helped me shine to be the person that I am today.
You were just really protecting yourself, I would imagine, as a little girl, because you didn't know that whole world was out there and available to you, and R.O.C.K gave you such a gift. And now, so tell me how R.O.C.K got you to college. I need to hear about this college journey because you are such a rock star, a college rock star, a college graduate rock star, a technological rock star.
Yes.
Because again, we're talking about your background. So talk to me about how you found your way in an environment that was completely, different from where you came from. Because listen, I was going to say I can't imagine, but actually I can. Because I've been there too. So.
Oh, yes. So going to college, well, let's start at high school. High school was different because I was Black and I went to one of the top private schools in San Francisco. There wasn't many of us there. We brought in the most people. But also that year that I came in, or the year that I graduated, the most people got kicked out. So the numbers shot down. So I grew up in San Francisco. I'm used to seeing diversity. I'm not used to just seeing one type of person. And then I go to college and it's no different. And so I'm like, this is interesting. It's a little weird. So the first couple of years, I'm like, okay, I can deal with it. I see a little bit more people. There's a little bit more diverse because we're just taking our prereq classes. And then I finally got to my core classes. And that's when things got a little different. That's when I started becoming the only Black female inside of the class of 30 students. That's when I started becoming sometimes the only woman in the class of 30 students. And I would look around and it's like, well, I don't really feel like I fit in. no one looked like me. I didn't have an inspiration to look up to. And the thing that motivated me is because I know I'm not going to be the only one doing this. There's going to be someone behind me attempting to look for a path. And when they find my path and understand that I'm doing it and that I did it and that they can do it too, I want to be that person that they can look up to and that they can understand, well, if she did it, I can do it too. Being great and graduating Cal Poly Pomona, the only African-American female out of 150 students majoring in computer information systems, it was just nice to have R.O.C. there and R.O.C. knowing that R.O.C. was by my side, knowing that R.O.C. opened up my eyes. They opened up my interests. They opened up me personally and brought out this personality that was just bubbling inside. But the more I interacted with R.O.C. would just lift it out of me and lift it out of me. And even now, I can thank a lot of my success to R.O.C. because I didn't talk. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this right now. So I owe it to R.O.C. to just bringing opportunities to me and seeing something that they'd seen in me that I didn't know was there.
It's amazing. You know, Michelle Obama said on the CNN special First Ladies last month, don't be afraid to feel a little greatness or something. I'm kind of paraphrasing, but it's okay to be great, right? And we don't necessarily in our backgrounds, you know, see a lot of that, you know, in our neighborhoods and everything, but it's okay to be great. Before we wrap, I really want to know what's in your future. I mean, you still accomplished so much, and you still have so much ahead of you. What are some of your goals and future plans?
I'm just trying to be the best person I can be and beat the person that I was yesterday and continue on in life. Where I see myself can be completely different from what I see right now. But I see myself somewhere successful. I see myself probably on like a private island. I see myself giving back and volunteering and talking all around the world, giving TED Talks and everything. Probably a motivational speaker / model, just like a Michelle Obama, just something casual like that. Being great.
I think you are already there, quite frankly, and you're well on your way to even more greatness. So again, thank you for sharing your story. Everybody, this is why we are gathered here tonight. Look at the amazing things that R.O.C. can do for our babies. Look at this beautiful young lady and what she's accomplished. Thank you, sweetheart. It was so nice to meet you. So great talking to you. And once again, shout out to R.O.C. Shout out to R.O.C.
Shout out all day. Indeed.
Renel and Babette, thank you so much for contributing to our program tonight. That was a very special conversation. And by the way, Renel is now officially a member of the honorary board at R.O.C. We really welcome you and appreciate all that you do for everyone in the community. Well, let's bring back Kurt Yagi, our executive director. He's got a special message.
Thanks again, David, and great job navigating all those celebrity drop-ins. It was really fun to see those unfold. What a wonderful evening, and I hope you are as inspired as I am. I'm proud to work for such a smallish yet mighty organization that has done so much for Viz Valley youth for over 26 years. Our work gives me hope that our young people will change the world for the better. Our work does come with a hefty price. You know what's coming up next, so don't go anywhere. When I became ED back in 2003, our budget was around $250,000, and it's grown to over $2 million. It's quite a big budget, and it keeps growing. To help us continue to adapt and serve our community during this pandemic, and to support our recent expansion to Viz Valley Elementary School, we just expanded right in the middle of the pandemic, and it's going quite well. We're looking to raise $200,000 tonight. Your support is so important to us, and I hope you considered making a donation that's significant to you. All the details on how to donate, whether it's credit card, check, Venmo, it's on this campaign page, all the different levels as well. And there's more. I know I sound like an infomercial, but this is pretty big news. Our event partner, A Chance to Excel Foundation, will be matching all donations for this campaign up to $100,000. So we're halfway there. And in fact, just seeing all these donations that are continuing to come in, we're over halfway there. And make sure to check if your company matches. Most of your companies do. that could equal a 4-time match of your original donation. Think about that. Let's do this. Help us keep this momentum going. Help us keep racial equity and social justice at the forefront of our minds so that our kids have a chance to succeed. Help us give our families a chance to thrive through and after this pandemic. And while you donate, make sure to check out this. I'm going to play you a video we put together of our alumni and what they're up to now. Don't go away. I promise it's less than 2 minutes, only about a minute and a half. And right after we come back, we'll do a drawing for an Amazon gift card for those who registered. And we have one more big celebrity guest who's known around the world, and I think he's on hold right now. Come back. You won't want to miss this.
Wow, what a great testament to the work R.O.C.K has done for 26 years. Well, I believe we have someone special waiting to join us who is known all over the world. This person single-handedly changed the face of professional figure skating by raising the level of competition and won the Olympic gold in ice skating in 1988. He went on to host various TV shows on the Food Network and HGTV. Perhaps you know him from the cartoon series South Park. Let's see who it is.
Hey everybody, I'm Olympic champion Brian Boitano, and I just wanted to stop by and offer Kurt and the R.O.C.K team a sincere congratulations for 26 years of serving the kids of San Francisco, keeping them healthy and safe. Here's to many more years. Congratulations.
Brian, thanks so much for joining us tonight. You've made this evening very, very special. Well, now it's time to have Kurt come back because he's got a special duty to do. He's going to do a live drawing for an Amazon gift card. Kurt?
Thanks, David. Back here again. This has been such an exciting and just fun. Hopefully you're inspired by this evening. Yes, it's that time for our Amazon gift card drawing. For all those that registered early, we put your name in a bucket. And actually, Haley was hard at work. Here's the bucket. This is the actual bucket. This is live. Look at all these things with everyone's names individually on them. This drawing for the $100 gift card, I'm actually going to do it right now. Let's see. I know it's very exciting. Put this back here. Let's see who this is. I'm very excited about this one. I'm going to hold it up to the screen. Andy Wang. I'm excited because he's one of our regular volunteers. So congratulations, Andy. Haley will be in touch with you to give you the gift card. So congratulations to you. I'm also told that I think there's someone else on the line. I know we said that was our last guest, but it looks like we have one more drop in by someone special. Can we put that person through maybe, Haley?
Hey rockers, my name is Malia Cohen and I am a member of the California State Board of Equalization. I'm also the former supervisor for District 10, and I came by unexpectedly just to drop in to say hello and to thank all the R.O.C.K community for all the work that they're doing. 26 years. Wow. Happy anniversary to you. I've been affiliated with R.O.C since before I was a member of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, so just almost 10 years ago. And when I stumbled across R.O.C in the Visitation Valley neighborhood, I knew I'd stumbled onto something very special. So cheers to 26 years and cheers to another 26 years. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Malia. It's really good to see you. And Malia, you've been such a good supporter for so many years and friend as well. So I really appreciate you. Let's bring back David. I think you're on hold right over there, David. I'd love to get you side by side. It's been such a great evening. David, I appreciate you so much. You've done such a good job tonight. How's it feel doing this whole virtual gala type of event?
Well, all I can say is you've made it work perfectly. You and Haley and the entire R.O.C team. It's gone flawlessly. It's gone perfectly. You've had so many surprises for us. I mean, I couldn't ask for a more exciting broadcast.
I mean, it's been fun. I mean, for me, it's just, seeing Brian Boitano, the Olympic champion, go on screen was exciting. Renel, who I've listened to my whole life. I feel like I grew up with Renel, Gabe Kapler even. Our alumni staff are always exciting to see. I'm excited that Renel is going to join you as an honorary board member. So it was really cool to see that, that announcement you made. And, I'm very excited, just kind of watching all these donations come in while people are talking. We're close to $65,000 raised already. I know our goal is 200, but if you think about it, with a Chance to Excel Foundation matching, we are well on our way. It's going to be there. And, we've got lots of time left. Even after this broadcast, people can still donate. So what an exciting evening. Thanks again.
Well, there's no doubt. There's an awful lot of people who love R.O.C, who support you, who support everything that this is happening, and the way it's changing lives for so many young people. And to see the success stories and to see how people have excelled in various fields, that is so dynamic. And your reach is just amazing.
Yeah, it's good to be here, and it's great to see so many of those alumni come back. And for me, that's what drives me and drives the organization.
Well, absolutely. That's so true. Well, I know people have been so engrossed watching the program tonight. And I think it's so important to remember that, this great selfie wall that's up is something that everybody can go back and take a look at, because we're going to post the link online here. So you can go back and take a look and see who was here tonight. Not only that, if you have friends and family and relatives and people who really would like to join the support for R.O.C, they can also revisit this broadcast and have an opportunity to see exactly how, all the different surprises and testimonials we've heard tonight. So that link will be up online as well. Now, we know that auction is really important to R.O.C, and we're going to raise a lot of money through that. And it's not over tonight. It runs until 8 o'clock on Friday. So you have plenty of time to strategize. We know that there's some people who are very clever. They love to bid things up and keep leapfrogging over other people's bids. So you have 2 more days to do that, but don't forget the cutoff is at 8 o'clock Friday evening, and all the proceeds do go to R.O.C, right?
When I'm excited, my just to mention, my mom's cousin Wayne. Shout out to Wayne. He's a professional magician. Get that right. And I know my mom is the highest bidder on that, so we might have a magic show for the family at some point soon.
Oh, that'll be exciting. Nothing better than magic. That's great. Well, we do want to thank Chance to Excel Foundation for that $100,000 matching grant. That's going to be significant because it doubles everyone's contribution tonight and even going forward through the end of the year. So we have plenty of opportunity. Even if you're not able to write a check right at this very moment, you can still plan ahead. And don't forget to look for those matching grants from your own employer. Some companies do that as well. So you can really, as Kurt mentioned earlier, quadruple your contribution. So that's really important that you think about that. And you got plenty of time before the end of the taxable year. And so not that we can contribute just because of tax advantages, but because we really care for R.O.C and we know that you're going to make a difference. And Kurt, we have to absolutely say a big thank you to Haley, to the board of directors, to the staff, and to the alums for supporting and contributing to this wonderful event. And we know that all of you will continue to support and donate. And what more can I say about you, Kurt? Kurt, you have done an exceptional job as our leader, and the energy you brought to this evening was just wonderful, incredible. And you had this vision to do this virtual celebration, and you pulled it off. You did a great job.
Thanks so much. I mean, I really owe it all to a lot of just great people that I work with. I'm very lucky. I have a great management team, great line staff team, just a lot of wonderful people that are just, their heart's in the right place, and we're just making things happen even in a pandemic.
And that's very, very true. Well, we all know this has been a difficult year, but R.O.C. has stepped up every step along the way and has reacted and has been able to overreach and succeed and reinventing all the different programs, especially the summer program, which is so important. So thank you for how you've been able to respond to this difficult year. But most of all, we know that 2021 is going to be a much better year. So we're all hoping that next year we'll have an opportunity to all be together. So that way we can celebrate R.O.C. in person and feed off the energy we feel, the love that we feel for this organization.
Yeah, so thanks everyone out there for joining us. Thanks again to you, David, for all your support. What a great night. I'm excited that we got to do this. I wish, I'm hopeful that next year at this time we'll be able to get back to this in person. So you want to close us out, David?
Absolutely. My message is very clear, and that is support R.O.C. Thank you for your support tonight. Continue to support R.O.C. But most important, be well, and please stay safe.
All right. Good night, everyone. I think we're going to leave you with a little something extra in the end here.